All right, good morning, everybody. It is 3:40 in the morning. I finally was able to fall asleep. It took long enough, but I got like I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours of sleep. I feel pretty good. We are gonna go actually backwards a little bit. We've got to go hit this charging station about 10 minutes away, or 12 minutes away. Um, and we'll have to be there for 35 minutes. It says. All right, let's get going.
Yeah, we started wrong, but we made it right. Yeah, I let you down, but you failed me twice. But we're way past that, and the end's in sight. Say nothing ever turns out wrong again. Say nothing ever turns out wrong again. I don't wanna let you down. Yeah, I know we have our doubts. Can't make it up without you saying enough about what we are. Say nothing ever could go wrong. Yeah, we started wrong, but we made it right. Yeah, I let you down, but you failed me twice. Oh, we're way past that, and the end's in sight. Say nothing ever turns out.
Actually, before I hook up here, let's do a little time test. We have 17% left. Let's do an under 20 to 80% and see how fast that actually takes. So we're at 17%. Let's charge up. Let's count the clock. It is exactly 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see how long it takes us to get to 80%. So again, I'd like to point out this charge test is going to be a little bit different because the battery is really, really cold. So we'll see how it's going to take longer for it to fill up than it would when the battery is warm. But this is going to be a good test because we'll see how long it takes right now, and then we'll see how long it takes when it's warm. When we get to Virginia, we'll try it again. We are only charging at 95 kilowatts. I think this is a 150 max. If this was a 250, we would probably be up at like the 140 range, probably charging it closer to 500 miles an hour. So we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, we are at 29 minutes and we're coming up on 80% charge. So that's a pretty solid 30 minutes to get to an 80% charge. So that's quite long. We just hit this charging curve as well, so we just dropped down to 55 kilowatts per hour. Our peak was at 110. Again, the battery is extremely cold. And yeah, there we go, 80%, 29 minutes to hit 80%. So that's quite long. I do have to say that's really long, but this is a slower charger. This is actually one of the older ones, and we've spent $16. So about 8.7 cents a mile, which is about right. About 9 cents is what I figured yesterday. All right, we finally have enough to continue the trip. We have 2 hours and 16 minutes of a drive, 151 miles until we get to Miles City, Montana. All right, let's go. I'm ready to go.
I won't stand for you being lonely.
45 minutes of charging here between here for that long. All right, let's get this charge started. We got 45 minutes at the stop, 14%. It did just say 15 for some reason, and then it went back down, but That was 1% off of what it said we were going to get here with. It said we were going to get here with 15%. So that's pretty good. And we got green. And look, there's the bucket. Let's wipe down the windshield. I'm gonna not stay here for 40 minutes. That's not something I'm interested in. I'm gonna stop at this guy. So let's see how many miles that is. Apple Maps. That, and don't make fun of me, that is my map of choice. I love Apple Maps. All right. Oh, it literally tells me right here. Which one is this? 74 miles. Let's add that to the trip. Okay, that makes a lot more damn sense, because why wouldn't we... Yeah, 6 minutes remaining to continue. Yeah, that seems much better. I'd like to point out, I mean, I think we've been charging, what, for 4 minutes, we've added 60 miles, that's pretty good. And that was fast, we got a good charge there, and let's go. Hour and 6 minutes, this is gonna be cake. This is gonna be cake. Let's see what that cost us. $11. Okay. Alright, so this is actually kind of funny that I was looking through this just for fun, just to check out everything. Basically, so I did that 10-minute stop, and everything went to 20 minutes, and if you look at the time I'm supposed to get there, I dropped 30 minutes off of my drive just by adding that extra stop. I don't know why Tesla did that. But that was just really a weird decision that they made. So I guess, knowing that I know that now, every single time it tells me to stop somewhere, I am going to literally see what other chargers are there and see if I can't play with that time to get there faster, because that's ridiculous. The dumb part about it is, a better route trip planner wanted me to drive at 55 miles an hour for 5 hours and skip 2 chargers, and this wanted me to charge for 45 minutes just to charge for another 25 minutes. I don't know what's going on, but I guess if I had some advice for anybody that's doing a road trip is play with the time a little bit. I mean, I know I got 63 miles to go, so I'll add chargers in there and whatnot and see if I can get that time to go down. Because there's no need to sit somewhere for 45 minutes. That's ridiculous. I have to say, I've been driving for, I think, 4 hours now today, and I'm just sitting here contemplating my life. I'm starting to regret the decision of driving to Virginia from Washington State for literally a week. But, I mean, hey, I did it, and there's no turning back now, because I'm literally 20 hours away from home. Alright, I would like to point something out, because this is kind of weird. I'm going to have to get this camera out to show you guys better. Actually, I'll just use my phone. Alright, so we're here at the Glendive, Montana supercharger. As you can see, it's 34 cents per kilowatt hour. This Dickinson one, however, is a little bit weird, and I'll show you what I mean, because I don't know if you can see this on the actual, that camera. It says charging fees 27 cents to $1.45 per minute. I've never dealt with that before. Oh. What the heck is that? So this is different. 27 cents to 145. So if we want to charge at 250 kilowatts, I'm assuming as it drops down like on here, see 132 kilowatts would charge us 89 cents a minute? What in the world? I've never dealt with that before. So, man, how far is it to not go there? is that going to be more expensive? Or is that like... Well, that's the same one. That's the same thing. Okay, let's go. Hour and 23 minutes.
I can never breathe. I'm just a songbird in a cage, half screaming. If she can't see through the haze, what's the point?
Alrighty. Let's get to getting.
A songbird, a songbird, a songbird in a cage with his wings clipped and no way out. Blue skies show, and if she'll untie me, I might go, or I might stay and keep circle. Yeah, I might stay and just keep circle.
All right, so we're 27 minutes from the next charger, and I think I've got a plan. I'm not going to charge for 20 minutes. We're going to arrive at the charger with 19%. So what I'm thinking is I'm only going to stay at the charger until this Bismarck shows that it'll get there with, let's say, 10%, because these numbers have been very accurate. I mean, within 1 or 2 percentages. So what I'll do is, instead of sitting there for 20 minutes, I'm probably only going to charge for 10 minutes. And I'm going to arrive at Bismarck, North Dakota with 10%. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are 6 minutes from there, and I wanted to check in because now I feel even more confident about only charging up for a few minutes, because instead of 19%, we're going to arrive there with 21%. And we'll see how accurate that is, but I feel much better about that. All right, so getting off the highway here, we are at 20%, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and assume that we'll show up with 19, like I said originally. But that's still not bad. I'd rather gain a percentage than lose 2 to 3, because that's what it was when we were really driving through the mountains on our first trip. So not bad. We'll show up there with 19%. I still feel really confident about that. So, all right, let's find this supercharger. Alrighty. Alright, I see this charger's back here, but I want you guys to see this. I'm going to flip this camera around. So this is what I'm talking about, kind of being in the back of a parking lot. You're kind of, like, there's cars back here, but there's really not a lot back here. And you're kind of just here by yourself, alone. And, I don't know. I can see how some people think that it is sketchy, because I definitely have felt sketched out one time, and that was in Spokane. But again, it's Spokane. So anyways, just want to show you guys that, but let's hop out and charge. All right, so 13 minutes on the clock. It originally said 20 minutes, 13 minutes to go. That's actually really good. So it looks like we've been cutting off anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes of charging every single time we get somewhere, which is really freaking good. Dude, I've got to get a screen protector. You know, maybe I'll literally buy one right now off of Amazon. Goodness gracious, that is just really bad all the time. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to show me right here. I don't know if you can see. I'm waiting for it to plop a number out at me, -25. Okay, so we probably do have to stay here for the whole 13 minutes. But I'll keep an eye on it. We are at 247 kilowatts, charging at 1,009 miles an hour. 17 miles we've gained already in 1 minute. Very cool. So here we are at the last charging stop of the day. Boom, plug that bad boy in. We're green. So I'm gonna take a look at what we got going on here. What kind of charger is this? 41 cents per kilowatt. That's expensive, but whatever. It's saying 14 minutes to continue the trip. However, this is the last one, so I will charge up extra, just because tonight we need the air conditioning and stuff to work in here. And also, remember I was saying I forgot a towel. This is so perfect. Look where I'm at. A Target, baby. Time to go get me some stuff. Let's go in.
And at Christmas, the kids that spread across the country. I'll be taking care of myself, cause I know that you want me around for them.
Alrighty, so it looks like we'll get there with 42%. That's actually plenty. $22. All right, let's get out of here. Shut. Let's go. That's expensive, man. $41 per kilowatt. $41 or 41 cents per kilowatt is actually very, very expensive. Like literally at that rate, it's almost like gas. It's still cheaper, but I mean, the future's coming, and the future will be the same as gas cars. I mean, that's just it, unfortunately. The car is really cool, and I love the car. Don't get me wrong, but it's crazy to me that it eventually will cost the same to use one of these cars as it will a gas car. I don't know if the plan ever was that it would be less expensive to own and operate one. I think they just want this to be, you know, for the world, and you know, so we don't kill the planet or whatever the hell. But anyways, it was a really cool thing because I'm like, oh yeah, we'll get this. Gas prices are high, we'll save money, and we are if you charge at home. That's the thing. But anyways, let's go. We got 84% right now. It's looking like we're going to get there with 43%. And let's go. Let's get out of here. All right, last leg of the trip. Here we go. Let's get it going. Today ended up being more expensive in charging than yesterday for some reason, and we went less miles and it was flatter. So I'm very, very confused as to why, and I think what I'll do is I'll definitely deep dive that when I get stopped. But let's see what time we're gonna get there. Oh, 7:47 p.m. Cool. I'm just really, really freaking happy that they had a Target here, because if they didn't have a Target here and I would have had to go to Walmart, it was 10 minutes past the KOA, and so I would have had to go to the spot because they're closing, right? And get everything and then hop back in the car and then drive 10 minutes, do my shopping, come back. I wouldn't have been back to take a shower or do any of that stuff until pretty late at night. So I am really excited that that was here. That was literally clutch. Also, the towel was only $3. Is it quality? No, but yesterday to dry my hair, I literally put my head under a hand dryer. You know what I'm saying? Is it sanitary? I don't know, but my hair needed to be dry. So let's get on this road. Let's get going. Everything looks good. 1 hour and 33 minutes to go.
I caught a heart on the 7 seas, filled with these memories. I let it go, it's not my own, it don't soar. The nighttime, it starts. The nighttime, it starts. The nighttime, it starts. The nighttime, sinking the stars, sinking the stars. I'm sinking the stars inside of the sun. I caught a heart on the 7 seas, filled with these memories. I let it go, it's not my own, it don't soul.
Right here? Perfect. Oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. Thank you. Okay. All right, perfect. I will stay right over here then. Thank you. And we've made it. We made it with 43%, 120 miles. There is power right there. Unfortunately, it is not 50 amp, but that's okay. I'm not gonna plan on using any air tonight. So anyways, let's hook up, let's go take a shower, let's hang out.
Sinking the stars.